Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Coach Craig Sports. Today is Monday, July 11th, and this is the MLB DFS video for today. So, in today's video, not going to be doing a recap since I did not have a video yesterday. Hopefully, you guys were able to find my cheat sheet. I did leave a post to that. Unfortunately, I was out of town yesterday. Went to the Scott Fish Bowl 12 live Minneapolis event, so definitely a good time over there. Hopefully, you guys did pretty well in MLB DFS in my absence, but I'm going to be going over some core picks for today, as well as my top GPP stacks from my article over at WeBetATS.com. But with that being said, we're going to get started with the core picks for today since there is no recap. So we're going to start off at the pitcher position. I have Max Scherzer in here at $10,700. It is his second start back, goes against the Atlanta Braves, who are a pretty good offense, but he's had decent history versus them in the past, so definitely not afraid to go there. Pitcher is a very interesting slate today. You either kind of pay up for a pitcher. You could pay all the way down to Spencer Howard and take that chance against Oakland if you really want to. Or kind of in the middle with like Miles Mikolas and hope Philadelphia can't hit him too well. Although he does have a little bit of limited upside without the strikeout potential. And then we move down to third baseman Eric Hosmer, $3,000, averaging just under 8 fantasy points per game on the season. Plays against the Colorado Rockies. Jose Urena is pitching today, 5 for 9 with 1 home run versus him in his career. So definitely a lot of upside there. This game is also at Coors Field, so you also have that upside as well. Then at third base, we have Jose Ramirez. He has 6 for 17 with 3 home runs versus Lance Lynn in his career. So there's some pretty good history there, some pretty good upside. It's Jose Ramirez. He can have a monster day on any given slate as well. Then we're going to move down to the outfield with Alec Thomas at $2,500. Reduced price tag here. Slowed down a little bit hitting the ball, but don't have a problem going to him today against Alex Cobb, 1 for 3 versus him, and he did have 2 RBIs versus him in his career so far. So definitely like the upside there. If he's sitting towards the top of the lineup, could be a very good play once again today. Then last but not least, I have JD Martinez at $3,500, averaging just under 11 fantasy points per game on this season. Goes against Tampa Bay today. It's kind of like a opener game, bullpen game, however you want to phrase it. Looks like Matt Whistler is probably going to be the opener, and followed by Josh Fleming pitching multiple innings after him. JD Martinez has pretty decent history versus both guys. Don't have a problem going to him today. $3,500 could be a lot worse price tag for him overall. But with that being said, if you go with the 5 players that I do have listed here, you have $11,300 remaining, just over $2,800 per player. Not something I like to leave you guys with, but if you want to pay down at pitcher, open up some other value. If you want to pay down at one of these other positions, you could definitely do that as well. Or you could go with these 5 and try to find some value picks as well. Going to be a very interesting slate overall today. I think pitching is probably going to make or break it. If you can find somebody that's a little bit cheaper and have a good day, that's probably going to set your lineup over the edge. But going to be a very interesting day overall. But with that being said, we'll get moved over to my article over at WeBetATS.com and talk about my top GPP stacks for today. So it's a 7-game main slate. There's 14 teams in total. I have 5 stacks here, and then I also think the Red Sox are a decent stack as well. So it's going to be pretty wide open today. The first stack that I do have is the Chicago White Sox going against Cal Quantrill. Some of these White Sox hitters have pretty good history versus him in the past. Tim Anderson obviously sticks out. Luis Robert, although he's priced up quite a bit at this point in time. So if you're playing him, you're probably paying down a little bit at pitcher. Then we have the Diamondbacks going against Alex Cobb. Some of these guys hit him pretty well the last time out, so I don't have a problem going back to them once again today. Then we have the Rangers going against Adrian Martinez of the Oakland A's. He has never faced the Rangers before in his career, so there's kind of that unknown there. So maybe he pitches well. Maybe the Rangers hitters get to him early and often. Then we have the Padres going against Jose Urena. A guy that hasn't pitched good throughout his major league career. I know the last start that he came out, he actually pitched pretty well, but it starts at Coors Field. Very, very dangerous for him today. So looking at some of those Padres hitters, whether it's an Eric Hosmer, whether it's a Jorge Alfaro, Jake Cronenworth, some of the outfielders, you could definitely look at them as well. Manny Machado's obviously in play on any given day as well. Then last but not least, we have the Rockies going against Sean Manaea. Some of these Rockies hitters have hit him all right in the past. Plus, you have the upside there being at Coors Field. Typically, CJ Cron would be a play versus a lefty, but he's a little bit banged up with his wrist right now as well. So, going to be a very interesting slate overall. I think there's a lot of different teams that you can stack. I think there's a lot of different ways you can go with your pitching options today. So, feel free to mix and match. But with that being said, these are my core 5 picks as well as top GPP stacks for today, July 11th. As always, if you have any questions, which you might today, it's a very interesting slate overall. You need any help at all, please feel free to reach out down in the comments and I'll get back to you as quickly as possible. Also, be sure to let me know your favorite play on today's slate, whether it's someone from my core 5 picks, whether it's someone from my top GPP stacks, or whether it's a completely different player you guys think I missed. Definitely interested in hearing what you have to say. But with that being said, if you are new to my channel, please consider subscribing. Definitely would appreciate it. Helps to build the community that we're trying to build here at Coach Craig Sports, which is one that's truly for you, the viewers, helping you with your DFS, primarily MLB at this point in time since that's the main sport going on. But once we get back around to the NFL and NBA regular seasons, I'll be covering those 2 sports as well. And then with that being said, if you are a newer current subscriber who's yet to do so, also be sure to hit that notification bell down below. It's going to let you know every single time I post up a new video. Like I've been saying, I post up daily MLB DFS videos just like this. But with that being said, that's all I have for today's video. Hopefully you all enjoyed. And then last but not least, special shout out to each and every one of you watching today's video. I truly do appreciate you taking the time out of your day to watch this video. Definitely means a lot to me, and I hope each and every one of you has a great rest of your day.